What it is, what it do, I'm A1, this is Destiny. And in today's video, I'm going to be explaining how I was able to solo this week's level 34 Prison of Elders final boss known as Gulrot. Now in this particular playthrough, I will be playing as a gunslinger, but if I had to recommend a subclass for this final boss fight, I would recommend the Blade Dancer for the Hunter, the Sunsinger for the Warlock, and the Defender for the Titan. And if you're going to be playing as a Defender Titan, I would recommend that you either use Armor of Light or Blessings of Light. And as for my setup, I'm using the Fatebringer as my primary. And I start off with the Swordbreaker as my secondary, but I eventually switch that to the Black Hammer. And I also have the Gallahorn as my heavy weapon. Alright, so when you first enter the arena, the very first thing you want to do is to find somewhere where there's cover and to start killing ads. And I'll explain why you want to find cover here in a minute. But before we get to that point, like I just mentioned, you want to make sure you find cover and kill ads. Don't even worry about shooting at Gulrot when you first enter the arena. Alright, so while I'm taking out the ads, I'm going to try to explain the mechanics of this final boss fight. Now when it comes to the ads, you're going to have some thralls, you're going to have some hallowed acolytes as well as some regular acolytes. And you're also going to have worm keepers, which are the wizards that have the yellow health bar. And obviously you're also going to have Gulrot, the final boss. Now as for the mechanics, every 50 seconds or so, Gulrot's stomach is going to gurgle and churn. And you'll know when his stomach's about to gurgle and churn because it'll give you a notification right above your super ability bar. So as soon as you see that notification, you want to definitely make sure that you try to find cover as soon as possible. Because about 5 seconds later, it's going to give you another notification that says Gulrot belches and covers the room in bile. And basically what this does is it slows your movement for a total of 10 seconds. So if you're not behind cover once Gulrot starts belching and covering the room in bile, then you're most likely going to get shot by ads and Gulrot himself. So you definitely want to make sure that you're hiding behind cover as soon as you see those notifications. And you also want to keep in mind that Gulrot's going to be covering the room in bile around every 50 seconds or so. So you definitely want to keep that in mind, and you want to try to stay somewhere near cover when you're shooting at ads and shooting at Gulrot. Now that we have the mechanics out of the way, I want to quickly explain how I went about taking out the ads and shooting Gulrot. Now when it comes to the acolytes, the hallowed acolytes, and the thralls, I recommend that you use your primary weapon. When it comes to killing the worm keepers or the wizards, I'd recommend that you use your heavy weapon rocket launcher. And when it comes to doing damage to Gulrot, I recommend that you use a sniper rifle. Now, once you've taken out all of the ads, you can go ahead and then focus your attention on doing damage to Gulrot. Now, when it comes to doing damage to Gulrot, I've tried shooting them from a few different places. But the absolute best place to shoot Gulrot, in my opinion, is to jump on this little box right here behind this wall, because it allows you to shoot Gulrot without having to be shot by Gulrot. And keep in mind, there's also a lot of cover here, so if Gulrot starts covering the room in bile, all you'll have to do is just jump down from the box and hide behind cover. Also, you want to keep in mind that when you're shooting Gulrot, you want to aim for his stomach because that's his weak spot and that's going to do the most damage. Now once you get his health down to around 80 to 90%, there's going to be more ads that are going to spawn. Obviously you want to take out the acolytes and the thralls using your primary, and the worm keeper wizards using your heavy weapon rocket launcher. And once you take out the ads, you're going to want to repeat the whole process again. You're going to want to jump back on the box, pull out your sniper rifle, and aim for Gulrot's stomach. Now as soon as you get his health down to around 50%, there's going to be some more ads that are going to spawn, and you're going to have to repeat the process. You're going to have to take out the trash mob ads with your primary, the worm keeper wizards with your heavy weapon, and once you've taken out all the ads, you want to jump back on the box and do more damage to Gulrot. And you also want to keep in mind that every 50 seconds, he's going to belch all over the room and your movement's going to be slowed for 10 seconds. So you definitely want to stay near cover while you're shooting at ads and at Gulrot. Now after you've killed all of the ads again and done more damage to Gulrot, once you get his health down to around 25 to 30%, there's going to be more ads that are going to spawn. So you're going to have to repeat the process all over again. Take out all of the ads. Once the ads are gone, start doing more damage to Gulrot. And in this playthrough, I didn't take out all of the ads. There were still a couple left, but they were in no position to do any damage towards me, so I wasn't really worried about them. So instead of taking out all of the ads when Gulrot's health was really low, I just took out the ones that were close enough to do damage towards me and ignored all of the rest of the ads and just focused on Gulrot. And at this point, you should be able to kill Gulrot rather easily. Now, obviously, I'm not showing the entire playthrough in this video. If you want to see the entire playthrough, then check out the link in the description. But I should probably mention that it did take me around 15 minutes to kill Gulrot. But the main reason that it took that long was because the first couple of times I tried to shoot at Gulrot, I wasn't in the correct spot. I was trying to shoot him from somewhere else. Had I shot Gulrot from on top of the box behind the wall, I probably could have killed him within 10 minutes. So if you follow the directions in this video, I would guess it would probably take you around 10 minutes or so, but no more than 15. Anyways, out of all the Prison of Elders final bosses, I would consider Gulrot to be one of the easiest ones. But again, that's just my opinion. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video or found it useful, don't forget to do what you do. I'm A1. Thanks for watching.